I want to thank everybody for joining us today. This is the Rueff Around the Edges podcast, and I'm here with my co-conspirator, Carter Bland, who does not like to speak on the microphone. He's the guy behind the, you're like the...
Behind the scenes.
You're like the Wizard of Oz, the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming in and doing this and helping me out. We had some little bit of technical difficulty, but you kind of helped straighten me out. I appreciate that.
No problem.
I want to kind of explain to everyone why there hasn't been any episodes for the last few months. Our last one we did was with Cerruti in October and had one scheduled in November. And, well, before I get into all of that, I want to thank everybody for making this the moderate success so far that it has been, right? I think that's fair. We've done 11 episodes.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, I get the thing from the Buzzsprout.
Yep.
And we are now officially, according to them, which this is what they do, we are in the top 50% of all podcasts in the world, which is pretty cool for just me and you out here, you know?
Yeah.
That we're in 5 countries. We're in the United States, Canada, France, Portugal, and the Czech Republic. And we have been downloaded into 188 cities across the country. So that is amazing to me. When I look, and I'll see like, it's a small town, and I'll look it up on my atlas, and it's a little town in, North Dakota.
Yeah.
And we've got 6 downloads. It's like, is that one person that are listening to 6 of them, or is it one person that liked one of them and then went to their buddy and like, hey man, you got to listen. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to know.
Hey, would you quit talking so much?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
I have problems.
Yeah, well, that's a little inside joke. Yeah. Because
you
do not like to be on this end. You don't like talking, but
no, I don't.
But yeah, but anyway, so yeah. What do you, I wonder about that when I see some of these numbers, but.
Well, I think some of it is when you get on a different computer or a phone or whatever,
right?
It could be counted as the same person listening.
Maybe
but
just a different device.
Yeah, different device or whatever.
Oh, well, that's not as exciting as I thought.
Yeah, but how many people listen to the same episode?
Well, that's true.
More than once.
Yeah.
So,
Irregardless, this is it's cool.
Regardless.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Pardon me. Regardless. It's cool. And it's neat to just see we're all across the country and, because it tells you what town and everything. So.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a neat app for us,
Well, and the reason I got this going, we even started this, was because of you. I wanted to get Dad's history of the war.
Yeah.
And you were like, hey, I'll record it. And you came over to the house. That one we did was a visual.
Yeah, I was very nervous about that because I didn't know anything about it really, but I wanted to be a part of it. I was proud to be a part of that, and
it worked out.
It was awesome.
It worked out so well. And when we did that and got done with it, and you made several copies for us, because at that time we were preserving history, and so gave it to some friends and family, and everybody was just like, oh man, and then that kind of become why don't you do this? And then. Of course, I don't know anything about this, and you're like, I think we can do this, and you look into it, and I remember that day we were at work, and I'm like, okay, well, if we're going to do this, what kind of equipment? And you're like, well, let me do my research, and so give me a price list, and you went and you came back, and it was like, well, we're getting top grade, middle grade, low grade, and I'm like, well, if we're going to do this, we might as well get good equipment, and you're like, 100%, but then you don't even think about things like cables.
Right.
And a mic stand and these boxes that do whatever voodoo they do. And, but anyway, and you came, gave me a list, and boom, here we are, And then we've been, so, and that's something I wanted, anybody that's listening to this, I want to apologize for my incorrect grammar, irregardless of how much I may try. Which I guess apparently he's been teasing me. Irregardless isn't a word, or I'm using it incorrectly. I should be saying regardless instead of irregardless,
and I hope I'm right because
yeah, either way,
we're not one to call anybody out on grammar.
Right. But. But the beauty of it is we're just, 2 guys but then, we talk, and it's like have a lot of amazing friends and family.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of people in our communities that have done amazing things. It's not just the celebrities.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, my God, most of them are only there because their cousins are related to this guy or whatever, and these are real Americans with real stories.
Yep.
And, and we're doing the best we can. There are things that I listen to that you've, kind of cued me in on, mistakes that I make that I'm trying to clean up and rectify. There's times, and nobody likes to hear their voice. When I go back and I listen to them, it's just like, oh my man, there's times that I think, okay, that was okay. And then there's times I'm like, it's just cringy.
Yeah. But like you said, everybody thinks that. And every time I hear you on here, it is you. And when I hear myself, I feel the same way you do. Everybody feels that.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. And so I'm just kind of pushing that out of my mind.
Yeah.
And we're constantly working to produce a better product, and we're going to make mistakes. I have no professional training, behind this. I'm just a guy who, has no business really running a podcast. You have no formal technical training, but here we are. No. We're making it work. We're doing what we do, and it's so far it seems to be going. We're
capturing stories of people that are interesting. And the stories we want to hear, and hopefully what you want to hear, but also
we're recording history, like Dad's story, and like Zach, and all of these, and of course now with this not Spotify, but the Buzzsprout, you have to pick category. Like this show is directed towards, and so that's why you kind of put the military, LEO.
It's kind of
first responders, firefighters.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the category is history is what I picked on because it is history.
It is.
It's the history that we want to capture.
Right. And it seems like a lot of people that have asked me, I heard you got a podcast. What's it about?
Yeah.
Well, how do you say? Well, I'm just interviewing people that, to me, have interesting stories. I mean, there's not one specific thing, but. Okay, so back to why there's been an absence. So we did the one in October. We had one scheduled for November, and then I got sick.
Yeah.
And I got sick. It was Dalton and I both got it, and I don't know what it was because I've tested positive for COVID twice. I think it was some kind of flu, influenza.
Yeah.
But it knocked me down for a couple weeks. So we postponed that. And then now we're into Thanksgiving and getting into, December. And it's like, well, the holidays, my son's playing basketball. It's just, there's a lot going on.
It's a busy time.
It's a very busy time of the year. You're kind of talking to people and it's like, so we'll just go after the first year. First of the year, we hit with this cold wave that's below zero and single and double digits. And out here where we record this, I have heat, but I have to plug in the heat, or I have to use propane, or I have to use kerosene. You use kerosene and it a lot of people that bothers them.
Right.
And so,
and then the noise bothers me. So.
Yeah. Well, that's the big one. Yeah. It wouldn't bother me a lick to plug these things in, but you got to go in the background and clean all of that out. So anything we can do, because it's like, you're doing the cleanup work. And so,
So anybody that comes here and freezes, it's my fault.
Yeah. It's all Carter Bland,
it's a lot of work.
The original Cardi B.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's your fault. but yeah. So anyway, so then it got into that. And then now, we warmed up a little bit here in February. And of course we just did a podcast that'll be coming out later. Hopefully within a couple weeks of,
it'll be within a couple weeks. Sure.
But that's been the main reason. And, I guess we just, like you said, we just wanted to record history. I mean, that was the main reason we got this going. And it's like anything. Some episodes people will hopefully gravitate to and think, hey, this is kind of interesting. And then, it's like hunting. To me, I'm a hunter. You're a hunter. I love hunting stories.
Sure.
Whether it's, I love to bird hunt. I love to deer hunt. That might not be interesting to some people, and that's okay.
Yep.
I would love to get people from all kinds of different professions on here.
Well, and that's why I like the broad category, because you have that. Then you can hit the people are listening. They might not be into hunting, so then they go to the baseball, or they go to whatever sports, or they go to military,
Sure.
corrections. Some people don't want to talk about corrections or hear it, but
Yeah.
mostly the guys that work in corrections, most of them don't want to hear those stories.
Well,
But there's other people that don't work in there. It's interesting to them. So
I know. Yeah. When Dad listened to the Cerruti one, he was like, "Man, I wish you guys would have got a little more into the prison type stuff."
yeah,
But you know as well as I do, there's a lot of these stories that, well, I guess you could tell. You could just leave out names, but I don't know. You have to always be cognizant of that fact of it too. You
Right.
know.
But I've had conversations with people I work with, and they're like, "Man, I don't want to hear a prison story. I don't want to hear
Exactly.
But that's because we work there,
Yeah.
and that's our
Yeah, they do it every day, and they don't care.
Construction guys don't want to talk about construction or do construction on their house. That's why you always hear that's the last job to be done is their own homes because they're tired of it.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing.
And I'd like to talk to construction guys. I mean, honestly, an electrician, a plumber, a doctor, a teacher, firefighter, which hopefully we
Oh yeah, yep. That's coming up.
we need to do Yeah, so far so good. And guys, one thing I do want to apologize for too is the irregularity in dropping these podcasts, because we're dealing with real people in real life, and they don't have agents that are setting up schedules.
Right.
So they have to work. They have things. It's hard, and today everybody's so dadgum busy that it's really hard to kind of get things set up. But I wish I could say, hey, we're going to be dropping one every 2 weeks, every second Tuesday or Monday or whatever. Or even, ideally, I'd like to do one a week.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
It would be awesome.
52 a year.
Yeah.
But, it's just, it's probably not going to happen, at least for a while, you know. But maybe in a few years, I don't know, we get a better, setup and
Yeah.
hopefully you're at home laid up with a work-related injury,
Oh, yeah,
and
that'd be a blessing.
and then we can record a few of these. But anyway, do you got anything to add, brother? I've been sitting here rambling.
No, it's fine. No, that's what I want. So,
yeah. All right.
No, I think you covered it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, thank you again for tuning in to us, and we definitely have a lot more. We've got some exciting guests coming up too.
We do. Yep.
And there's people that I'm really looking forward to. And and there again, it's funny because there's guys that we are both friends with that we know that have awesome stories to tell, and they won't come in. And you know what? I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, one-on-one, they might talk about it, but it's different when it's everybody's hearing it and it's public. It's different.
It's hard when you have a microphone shoved in your face. People think this is easy.
Yeah.
It's not really. I mean, it's when you're sitting here, and I still get nervous when we get ready to start. It's funny because I still get a little nervous, and then it's like once you get going, you're okay.
Well, you hide it well.
But,
I don't like talking to people. Well, I don't like.
I don't like humans.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, but I especially don't like to talk in a mic and have it recorded. So
right.
I really understand that.
I think all of us have an aversion to that. You just have to get over it.
But it kind of came out the wrong way what I said. But,
no, that's good. But anyway, so hey, thanks everybody. Thanks for joining us today, and we definitely have some episodes coming up. And thank you.
Yep, thank you.